Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about cervical sympathetic chain. This sympathetic system is a part of ANS, which is an involuntary system, and this system is responsible for dilation and releasing the smooth muscle, like opening of sphincter, and innervates the salivary and sweat glands. Nucleus. In the lateral horn cells of the thoracic and lumbar segment of the spinal cord. These nucleus are present in the lateral horn cells of the thoracic and lumbar segment of the spinal cord. Now, the cervical sympathetic chain consists of a ganglia, but the 8 ganglia is fused together and becomes 3 ganglia. The cervical sympathetic chain generally consists of 8 ganglia. This 8 ganglia is fused together to form a 3 ganglia, which is superior, middle and inferior cervical ganglia. The superior cervical ganglia, it is the biggest of all 3 ganglia. This ganglia is the biggest of all 3 ganglia. Site is at the level of C2 and C3 vertebra, thus to the upper border of the thyroid cartilage, where the common carotid artery ends or divides, where the common carotid artery divides into internal and external carotid artery. At that site, at that particular point, this superior cervical ganglia is located. The formation is formed by the upper 4 cervical ganglia. This is the biggest ganglia. So, in first I said that it is formed by 8 ganglia. The first 4 ganglia is united to form the superior cervical ganglia. Communication: 9th nerve, 10th nerve, 12th nerve, and it also communicates with recurrent laryngeal nerve and external laryngeal nerve. This receives fibers from the gray rami communication like C1, C2, C3 and C4. The functional fibers are coming from the lateral horn cells of the T1 segment of the spinal cord. The functional fibers which comes from the lateral horn cell of T1 segment of the spinal cord. Now we will see the post-ganglionic fibers. First, carotid nerve. Carotid branch goes along with the carotid arteries and supplies the entire head and neck. Now the visceral branch supplies the esophagus, trachea and pharynx. Thyroid branch supplying thyroid gland. The middle cervical ganglia, the smallest among the 3 ganglia, lies at the level of C6 at the level of cricoid cartilage. The formation is union of 5th and 6th cervical ganglia. It receives the fibers from the 5th and 6th, C5 and C6. The middle ganglia is the smallest of the 3 ganglia, which lies at the level of C6, just at the level of cricoid cartilage. The formation is from the 5th and 6th cervical ganglia, is united together to form this middle cervical ganglia, and it receives the fibers from the C5 and C6. The branches are mainly thyroid gland and esophagus, middle cervical cardia. These are the main branches. It communicates with the inferior cervical ganglia through ansa subclavia. This middle cervical ganglia communicates with the inferior cervical ganglia with ansa subclavia, where the first part of the subclavian artery is looped around. Now you will see about the inferior ganglia, which is otherwise known as stellate ganglia or cervicothoracic ganglia. It has 3 names, and it lies at the level of C7 to T1 vertebra. So, it lies at the level of C7 to T1 vertebra. So, the fibers arises from the C7, C8 and T1. The fibers receives. The union of C7, C8, T1 is known as the inferior cervical ganglia. Now the branches, it mainly supplies the heart, which is the cardiac branch, pharynx, larynx and thyroid gland. It communicates with the middle cervical ganglia by ansa subclavia. Now you will see the applied anatomy. Injury leads to Horner syndrome. Thank you. For more videos, please do like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. If you have any doubt in it, please do comment it. Or else if you want any new topic, please do comment it. Thank you.